What I find so intriguing and fun looking back at your first Gold Glove was your company. Honestly, the company you shared, and you had great teammates. We know that, but you shared that year with some legends of the game like yourself, Johnny Bench, Joe Morgan, Dave Concepcion. When you shared that award with that company, what did that mean?
Well, it was prefaced by the All-Star game that year, and it was a lot of the same guys, So that was my first big game. I had the mumps, ended up being the only guy for both teams playing the whole game. It was destiny to it. And I think that year there was so much destiny, but it was the realization that I was becoming a two-way player and how important defense was. And, at my height, the mantra was throw it high, wave goodbye, throw it low, and we're good to go because I could dig the ball in the dirt. So that was the beginning of realization of a sport you don't always think that much about, but to win a Gold Glove more or less completes who you are as a player.
Yeah, and it's incredible. I guess a lot of young people, if they were able to get your ear for a moment, they'd ask you, how did you work on your footwork? How did you work on those soft hands around the bag?
Well, I think the key was I was a defensive back at Michigan State. And of course, that's a lot about footwork. And when Walt Olson asked me between games of a doubleheader on June 23rd, 1973, have you ever played first? I said, oh, sure. Well, I played one game in Little League and one game in AAA with a bad hamstring. But I borrowed a glove and played catch before the game. And first play, Billy Russell goes in the hole. Off balance, throws in the dirt, I dig it out. Thank you, Lord. Genuflected. 2 innings later, Davey Lopes makes a great play, throws it up the line. I jump up and just instinctively, tag the runner. And we win the game. So that day was the beginning of say, Russell, Lopes, and myself, the great infield. But it was the beginning of 15 and a half years for me at first base.
Yeah, and you handed the mantle over to Keith, and he started winning them after you went on a run of winning Gold Gloves. I'm guessing there was a lot of pride with guys like Wes Parker before you, you, Keith, on really managing that position well. In other words, that's quite a fraternity, you three specifically, within about a decade and a half. Just really strong defense, as you said, being the best in the league if you can.
Well, at first base, you save a lot of runs.
You bet.
If you can dig the ball in the dirt, if you can handle first base, and you need to be athletic. Remember, for years, a century, they used to put the big guy who couldn't field but could hit home runs at first base. But they didn't realize he wasn't saving runs. So that's why a good first baseman can save runs. And, we got metrics now. I'd have liked to seen way back when the ability to how many balls did you dig out of the dirt? If I dug out 2 runs a week, 8 runs a month, 50 runs during the season.
Yeah.
How many wins does that equate to? So stop your whining, Garv.
Yeah.
But anyway, no, but those are the things that people don't realize, but the players do, and that's what's most important.
There you go. By the way, newsflash, veteran player loving advanced metrics. Put a note by that. I like it.
With a sprinkling of eye candy, too.
I love it. Thank you.